Saturday, but there's still debris here on the scene on Monday. These bullet holes on this building near 20th and Racine Street are a reminder of Eugene Henderson's tragic death, but he will forever be remembered as a star football player. Well, Bill, no one was hurt, but as you mentioned, 2 people are in police custody, and the officer who fired his weapon is on administrative leave. And I want my photographers to pan over so you can see there are cameras in front of the home and in the back of the home. I'm assuming this is just to keep a close eye on it because this is still an active investigation. Now, Chief Norman says this was not a random act. It was targeted.
After a woman was found shot outside of a Lakewood church and daycare this morning, what is being described as a domestic dispute.
We're learning that one man is dead and a woman's in the hospital with serious injuries. WOIO-TV says the woman shot is Winnie Dortch. She's one of their reporters.
Yo, what's poppin', man? Welcome back to the channel, man. We about to get into this sadly story about a Chicago news reporter being shot by her boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, ex-boyfriend, I guess, because she wanted to leave him. So he decided to take it upon himself and go shoot her. We about to unravel this story, man. Shout out to you if you're new to the channel. Be sure to leave a like, comment, turn on post notification, and subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated. Yeah.
Begin with some difficult news to share with you involving one of our friends and colleague. 19 News reporter Winnie Dortch was shot this morning in an apparent domestic incident.
Say sometimes the ones you love the most are the ones that'll do you dirty. Or even worse, the person you laying next to can be your biggest enemy. Some people don't know how to face rejection. Today, we talk about a young girl from Ohio who's living her dreams, new career opportunities, a 4-year-old daughter, and decided to move on as she prosper in life. But it seemed the relationship she was in just won't end. But this story get a little crazy. You see, the woman was shot by her baby father, who we'll later discuss and go into details on who the suspect and the victim is. But this time, the victim didn't lose her life. It was the suspect. Of course, we'll later discuss. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no aim. I just give you the story. So with that
being said, man, shout out to Family TV for providing this. I always leave the link to the original video down below so y'all can click on it, go check it out. Always check out the content I post, y'all, just in case y'all want to watch these videos without me commentating. But if you enjoy my commentary, stay tuned in. Let's get it.
That being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, meet Winnie Dortch. If you ask her peers about her, some would say she's an exciting woman, mother of one, who make connections to tell stories in the quote-unquote land. She's been a reporter for 7 years. Winnie began her career in Omaha, Nebraska at Fox 42 KPTM. There, she learned the art of storytelling. She turned man-on-the-street interviews into real characters. But then Flint, Michigan called Winnie's name in 2018. She spent 2 years at WJRT ABC 12 telling impactful stories. Winnie continued her love for journalism in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She covered crime and court. Her reporting stemmed from the Daily Waukesha Christmas tragedy to the Milwaukee Bucks winning the championship.
So she didn't cover some shit. She didn't cover some good news. She definitely didn't cover some stuff, you know what I'm saying? I hope that she heals well. She heals fast, Godspeed. You know, shout out to her family, condolence to her family. You know, she's not gone, but just hopefully she recover well and she get back out there and get to reporting.
She adores her daughter, Kaylee Winter, and her cat, Mimi. When she's not in the community digging up stories, she watches Law and Order, SVU, or reality TV shows. She loves ice cream, cake batter with sprinkles to be exact. If you have story ideas, don't hesitate to send them to her way. She's ready to share her story. Now, almost 4 weeks ago, Winnie had went to her Instagram to share some exciting news. She reposted a post from Chicago's very own WGN9 with the caption, "Big announcement. In 2014, I was offered an intern position with the morning team at WGN TV. I was thrilled. 10 years later, I'm walking into my own destiny. I prayed, manifested, and worked hard to improve professionally. For years, I've been trying to make it back home to the best city in the Midwest. God has his way of bringing things full circle. My childhood dream has come true. As of December of 2024, I will be a full-time reporter at WGN TV. To my family, friends, co-workers, strangers, and associates, thank you for the encouragement. I'm coming home, y'all." Winnie was living her dreams, and she's becoming a woman of her own. And of course, Through that journey, sometimes the ones you think belong is no longer needed. It's almost
sad story, man. It's a sad story, y'all, that, you know, this woman done worked hard to get where she at, and, you know, ex-boyfriend decided to take this into his hands and shoot it, man. That's sad, bro. Like, it really is, man. You know, you be working hard to get somewhere, and then a tragic thing strikes. And, you know, prayers goes out to her family, for real.
It's like cutting a dead weight. And then we talk about her baby father, a man she was once in a relationship with. This is pictures of the two throughout the years. Of course, I have to blur out the baby's face for YouTube guidelines. Her baby father was identified as Brian Carter, aka
This nigga. Shame. Look at this. Bruh. He crashing out, bruh.
a turtle. Winnie and Brian lived in Lakewood, Ohio. Winnie at the time was a reporter for WOIO 19 News. On October 6, 2024, Brian went to his social media and wrote the following. Nobody sees my pain, but everybody sees my mistakes. Just 22 hours later, the following day, Monday, October 7, 2024, at around 8 a.m., officers received a call reporting two people were arguing. When officers had arrived on the scene, 911 callers told Lakewood dispatchers they heard gunshots go off. Winnie was found to have at least one gunshot serious wound. Police said a man who was later identified as 34-year-old Brian Carter was found deceased at the scene. Lakewood Police Captain Gary Stone told the local news that they believe Carter killed himself after shooting Winnie.
After a woman was found shot outside of a Lakewood church and daycare this morning, what is being described as a domestic dispute.
We're learning that one man is dead and a woman's in the hospital with serious injuries. WOIO TV says the woman shot is Winnie Dortch. She's one of the reporters.
𝐂𝐨𝐲𝐫 explains the circumstances surrounding the shooting.
Oh God, I just heard a gunshot. Oh. I'm going inside.
A panicked 911 call into Lakewood Dispatch Monday morning. Residents in the area of Clifton Boulevard and Chase Avenue hearing gunshots just before 8 a.m. Police rushed to the scene outside of the Clifton Early Learning Center, which is inside St. Luke's Church. Witnesses telling police two people were arguing before the gunshots rang out. Officers found a man dead on the sidewalk in Winnie Dortch with at least one gunshot wound. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Investigators believe the man and Dortch knew each other and that the man shot and killed himself after shooting her. A jogger near the scene at the time tells us she heard both the arguing and the gunshots.
I freaked out. I was trying to sprint home as fast as I can because I don't want to get hurt.
At this hour, 3 News doesn't know the condition of Dortch. Police say they recovered a firearm from the scene and are continuing to investigate her relationship to the suspect and what led up to the shooting. Witnesses who live across the street still processing what happened.
I heard something happening and I heard a woman screaming for help very loudly. And then the gunshots, like 2 seconds later, about 5 gunshots.
I'm pretty shaken up about it. I called my mom right away and just was like, I don't even know how to process this information because this has never happened around me before.
Just a couple of hours ago, Lakewood police told us that the man that was found dead on the scene is Brian Carter. He lives here in Lakewood. And meanwhile, Father Kevin Elbert of St. Luke's Church says that the individuals involved in this shooting are associated with their child care center here.
Kat, we've been talking about this in the newsroom today. The Cleveland television news community is very small. Many of us know Winnie. We are sending the best to her, her family, and her friends at WIO tonight. And by the way, Winnie just accepted a big job in Chicago. So we wish her a speedy recovery. 𝐂𝐨𝐲𝐫, thank you so much.
2 days would go by, and Winnie family would get some form of good news. She made it out of surgery, thank God. Her status is still unknown, but of course we praying for a speedy recovery. The news station where she worked at has said the following. This morning, our friend and colleague, Winnie Dortch, was the victim of a brutal domestic violence attack. She was immediately rushed to Metro Health Medical Center and underwent surgery for her injuries. WOIO News Director Brian Sinclair said in a statement, our prayers are with her and her young daughter and the many other victims of domestic in our community.
And we begin with some difficult news to share with you involving one of our friends and colleague. 19 News reporter Winnie Dortch was shot this morning in an apparent domestic incident in Lakewood. Within just the past hour, we have learned that Winnie is out of surgery at Metro Health. We're told surgery went well, which is fantastic news. The shooting happened around 8 this morning on Chase Avenue near Clifton Boulevard.
Well, y'all, man, that's the video, man. I really appreciate everybody rocking with me. If you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, turn on post notifications, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Yeah.
How he getting all these racks? How he getting all that cash? That's the question that they ask. But I'm spazzing on their ass. In my phone, I'm going fast. Fuck your questions, I'm a boss. I used to take hella losses. Now broke niggas keep your distance. I ain't